All right, welcome back, guys. For part 2 of Money Melee, we're here with Dr. Martin and we're learning about money and how money works. Great. So, Dr. Martin, now, we all have some form of experience when it comes to debt. D-E-B-T. What is good debt?
I'll talk to the fellas, because we do this. This is a lived experience. You like a girl, you want to take her out, you want to make her feel good. You want to like you. So, honestly, fellas, take her to lunch. Dinner is too expensive in St. Kitts. Like, honestly, based on your incomes, it's a high percentage of your income being paid out if you go to dinner. Carry her to the movies on a Tuesday or Saturday. This ain't about being cheap, it's about being economical. If a woman that wants you to spend your last to make her feel good, that's not the woman for you. So, let's move on. But we're talking, right? And you have a credit card, you have a debit card, right? And you go to the movie, let's say we're going movies, and you choose to use that credit card. You buy the pops of the movie, that's 2 tickets. How much a movie ticket cost? Like $25? $17.50, all right? Then you got the popcorn, and you know, a popcorn, a drink, and a hot dog, that's about $20, right?
That's about $30.
So then, okay, 30, so you each one your own, so now we're at $100 for the event. But we for the movie, and you pay, mind you had to pick her up, so that's gas, eh? All that there, you run that. So you're running your credit card, right? You ain't using your debit card, you're not using cash, you're using your credit card. And then the movie is over, she ain't feeling you, she don't like you. You don't pay off that credit card at the end of that month, it revolves into the next. And the next. And the next. That's a bad use of debt. Gotcha. A good use of debt is, I want to go to school. I'm going to go get a student loan. And I'm going to use that student loan to invest in my human capital so then I could come back to the labor market and get more financial capital. Meaning, I go get a degree and you pay me more money for them, right? That's what it means, right? That's good use of debt. Buying a car, a family car, so you no longer have to go put 5 people on a bus at an average cost of $7, $35 a day, 5 days a week. Multiply that out by 4, that's a car payment. That's a good use of debt because you know what? Okay. That car now could then be monetized when it's not being used to transport the family. That's a good use of debt.
As a credit union, our focus is to make the lives of our members better. So anything that we can do to help, we will try. So when we talk about irresponsibility or irresponsible financial decisions, what would you say are irresponsible financial decisions?
For me, I travel a lot. That might not be your thing. Correct. Your thing might be carnival. So for me, when you take a sugar mass loan, I see that as irresponsible, but that might be what you need to get through this year because that is all you do for yourself. I can't judge you for that. I can't judge you for that. What I can tell you, if you experience it once or twice, the third time ain't gonna be no better. So after the third time, maybe we start to think about other ways in which we can responsibly, a little bit more responsibly now, because you've had your experience, let's find other ways in which you could get fun, and find some sort of utility, and then find ways in which this money no longer just goes up, because every year gets more expensive, right? This $3,000 you're about to plop in somebody's bank account for some feathers and some beads that you can buy on Alibaba, right? Maybe we use that money differently.
All right, so Dr. Martin, it's been a mouthful, but we're at our last question. Realistically, what should our members think or do with their money?
There was a Chinese proverb that said, the best time to have planted a tree was 20 years ago. If you didn't get to do it 20 years ago, the best time was now. Start now. Realizing that you can't save your way to wealth.
That's true.
Because as much as they try to convince us that inflation in this country and region is 1 to 2%, every one of you that go to Rams or Value Mart knows that's not the case.
Correct.
Our inflation is a change in price over year over year. So they're telling us is 1%, but your milk ain't going up by 1%, your eggs not going up by 1%, and your car, gasoline not going up by 1%. You see in this country, we see a lot of prices going up. As we're saving, and the what you guys give, like what, 2% on a
regular savings?
A regular savings,
2%.
Okay, 2%. So, and if we are to believe that inflation is 1, so then you'll get a 1% growth on your money a year. 1% growth on $100 is $1. Okay? So next year now, if you put no more money in, you're gonna get 1% growth on $101. So now you have $101 and like 10 cents, right? 112, then 2 and 10 cents, or whatever it is. What is that gonna do for you? So in 10 years, for the $100, even if I put in an extra $100 a year, aggregate, I'm getting less than $20.
Yeah.
What's that gonna do for you? That's what we save. Now, we have been told to be afraid of debt. But debt is one of the ways in which we grow wealth.
Yeah.
The use of debt. So we talked about mortgages. That's still one of the ways in which you can grow wealth. But I also want you to realize that being a homeowner isn't for everybody. So meaning that the same money that right now you took for that mortgage, that $500,000 to $1 million to just build a simple 2,000 square foot home, you could take the $500,000 to $1 million and start a business. However, okay, so now banks don't like to lend for businesses. Well, one of the reasons they don't like to lend for businesses is because I ain't got no plan. So how we do, we go and get a plan. So instead of going to that FET, man, use that $500 and pay somebody to help you with a business plan. All right, and it might not be me because I ain't charging you $500. You need like 5,000, but you find somebody online that will do it for $500, and it's better than nothing. It's better than going and sitting with the officer. Hey, by the way, I got an idea, and I think I could do like this. That's not a plan. Why am I investing here? We criticize institutions for not lending us money, and we present risky. The reason why it's easier to give a car loan is because the car is an asset. It's tangible. I can see it. I don't know you. And when you sit in front of me, you're not presenting like somebody I can invest in. So we need to first start to look within and realize that sometimes we have a biggest problem. So in that case, we either use a loan for real estate to grow wealth, to better, and this notion of, I can't live with nobody, I'm nobody responsible. Hey, you can't pay this mortgage yourself. We are underemployed. You're not, your salary, you should be making more money. So because you ain't making the money and you will never make the money you're supposed to make in this country, right, for your skill set, then you need to supplement your income. Warren Buffett talked about 7 streams of income. That means 7 jobs. That means put your assets in a place that they could grow. By having a rental unit, that's what it is. It's your asset, your home, providing the ability for you to get other income that you could help to grow your wealth. So what happens when somebody pays your rent is not the rent that you're getting that you should care about. It's the fact that they're building equity in your home. So we use money for that, and realizing that there are ways in which we could grow wealth, even in our backyard. There's a stock market right here in St. Kitts, and half the population don't know. Part of that responsibility is them. Part of the responsibility is us for not knowing. There's a bond market that is extremely active, that just putting money there, you're getting an average of 4 to 5%. Is it great? It's better than 2.
Correct.
Right. If you're looking towards regionally and you care so much about the Caribbean, then the Jamaican Stock Exchange 5 years ago was the best performing stock exchange in the world. Where were you? How do you not know that? How are you not paying attention? How is it I live in America and know Jamaica is the best performing stock exchange, but a member of CARICOM does not?
All right, Dr. Martin. So what I'm hearing you saying is that our members need to be intentional. They need to want to improve themselves financially, and they need to start somewhere.
There needs to also be personal responsibility. And I think if we reframe our minds and we understand what our relationship with money, we'll be so much better off. Because a lot of relationships out there are done just now, because when we talk about yokeness, evenly yoked, we're not talking just about religion and spirituality.
It's everything.
We're talking about values. We're talking about perspectives, money, personality, how we view the world, where we view where we're going. So a lot of them marry the wrong people. Right? And that creates further problems within the thing, because a divorce is expensive, brother, and it's expensive for us.
All right, guys. Today was a really fun day. It was a real doozy, and we want you to stick and stay with us. Like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, thanks again.